Hello, fellow library lover, and welcome to another webinar in which we'll discuss an online database in detail. Today, we'll be discussing Learning Express Library's Job and Career Accelerator. Hi, my name is Stuart Schaefer, and I'm the head of reference at the Farmingdale Public Library. If you need me, my contact information is my phone number, 516-249-9090, extension 203. When the library is open. My email address is fdaleref@nassaulibrary.org. We're going to be discussing an online resource in which we're going to need to go to the library's website. So in order for you to go to the library's website, just go to farmingdalelibrary.org. So on the screen, you'll be seeing that I generated for today's presentation. This is basically an outline of what we're going to talk about, which is the Learning Express Library. They have a subset of the database called the Job and Career Accelerator. And basically, it's powerful tools. I'm going to highlight it. Powerful tools and guidance to achieve your career goals. You can build a resume on the website. You can find careers that are matching the interests that you have. You can explore different occupations. You can look for specific current jobs and specific current internships. You can get practice preparing for an interview. You can read about it. You can look at career ebooks from Learning Express Library. And you can find colleges and graduate schools. And you can find scholarships for these universities and institutions and colleges and universities and four-year colleges. In order to use this resource, you're going to need your library card, and there's a barcode on the back of the library card. It's a 14-digit number, which you're going to need to enter, in which case, since I did it already, you're not going to need to do that. I'm not going to need to do that. I pretty much probably will just need to log in. I'm going to show you the resource now, so just give me a moment to share my screen. Give me 1 second. And you should see the library's website on the screen right now. It's at farmingdalelibrary.org. And well, to get to Learning Express Library, you are going to click on Research, and then under Careers and Testing by subject, we're going to click on the subject and then Careers and Testing. I'm clicking on that link. And there it is. There's Learning Express Library. It just popped up. Basically, it offers practice tests, exercises, skill building courses, ebooks, and information to help you in your career. I'm going to click on the link. And I'm going to put in my barcode. Oh, I need to do mine actually. Please don't use that. And there you go. So I'm going to actually sign in up here. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you there's a lot happening on this page. We're going to use just this second option, the Job and Career Accelerator. But there's career preparation, high school equivalency section, college admissions test prep over here, computer skills, adult core skills, college students, select information over here. And there's a school center for younger students in junior high school and high school. So I'm just going to click on Job and Career Accelerator over here. And this is where you can find that you can build resumes or career matching, exploit occupations, search for jobs and internships, prepare for an interview, or career books. And then you can discover schools and scholarships. I just wanted to show you that if I sign in, and I think I did this username and password combination. There you go. Okay. So this is the center that I work, this is my center, and this is where all of your resources are organized by type in the select sections below. You have a section on tests and tutorials and ebooks, computer courses and articles and flashcards. There's a career dashboard with resumes that you've generated or letters that you've generated, cover letters. There's a college or graduate school finder dashboard, and there's a scholarship finder dashboard. That's all really useful stuff. The first thing I wanted to do though is wanted to go home, and I'm going to click on the Job and Career Accelerator. I'm going to show you about building a resume. Basically, I clicked on that link and I'm going to click on Build Resume and Job Letters. And you can click on Build Your Resume, and there's a career tool. This gives you step-by-step instructions on how to create a resume. We're going to launch a career tool. And it's coming up. I want to create a news resume. And this is where you add your name, John Smith. You describe your resume in terms of what you're looking for to find a job in the physical sciences, a job category, and I'm going to show you. You can find a job in either the health sciences or any of these subfields: human services, info tech, law, manufacturing, science and technology. And we're going to click on that. And then you describe your job experience: high school, currently in college, recent graduate, entry level, mid-level is 3 to 7 years, experienced job seeker, 8+ years, or research or an academic job seeker. So let's say we're entry level, and we're going to choose your work situation over here. I'm looking to either change your careers, transitioning from military to civilian, or have a 6-month gap in work history. Let's just say none of these are describing your current work situation. And then down here, there are resume writing tips in terms of creating multiple versions of your resume and adapting it for each position. Be brief, stay focused, highlight your accomplishments, resume keywords that match specific job and industry requirements, and so on. So we're going to start building the resume. And the header is, I put in my name and my email address. You can add a headline. You can add qualifications. Briefly describe your work experience, talents, and accomplishments. And I'm going to go back a second. I believe that should take us back. I hope it does. I'm going to go back. And we went back there. Start building the resume. Please provide a name. John Smith, physical sciences. And again, it's in science tech. And then we're just going to build the resume. And select the stage, entry level. All right. So we're going to work with a saved resume. It's going to go back to the resume that I just created. We're going back to build a resume and cover letter and job letter. Launching the career tool again. And let's look at saved resumes. That's the John Smith one that I just modified. You have the option to either delete it, email it, download it, print it, or let's edit it, which is what I really wanted to show you. So you have the option to browse sample resumes, or there's a keyword list for action words. You can preview the resume, and you can add qualifications over here, experience, add your education in terms of high school or college or any other universities or education. Click the plus to add skills that are relevant to the job search. License and certifications, honors and awards, publications, presentations, professional associations over here, additional information and endorsements. You can even add a section over here. So that's actually very useful. I wanted to go back to over here and let's look for finding a career match. I just kind of glossed, I showed you the resume section, but let's look for career matches now. So there's an interest matcher, which gives you a quiz to learn what occupation are great matches for you, or the skills matcher, which is over here, which will help you learn what occupations are matches for you based on your skills and abilities. Let's launch the career tool. And this is a 48 statement survey that will let you explore the world of work and give you an idea of what careers might be good for you. So you're going to answer question 1. If you strongly disagree with the statement, click the circle, strongly believe. And we're going to begin it now. I am able to explain why different types of weather affect how crops and plants grow. That's the first question. So you click on either strongly agree, disagree, neither, agree, or strongly agree. And it'll base a whole bunch of careers or jobs careers that are interesting to you or useful for you based on the skills matcher. So I just wanted to show you the skills matcher. And let's look at exploring occupations, which I believe is over here. We did the career match. Let's explore occupations. And over here, there are a whole bunch of different ways to explore. You can explore by occupation group, military to civilian occupations, currently in demand occupations, or green economy occupations. Let's look for in demand occupations over here. I just highlighted it. These are careers that are projected to have long-term growth and need for increased workforces or are being expanded because of new technology, innovations, or economic trends. And I'm going to click on that. So you can find in-demand occupations based on different industry groups. Let's look under retail. And maybe there's something like pharmacists. I clicked on retail, and this is all the retail professions or fields that are in demand or will be in demand in the future, in the near future. Let's look under, I believe I said, what was it? Pharmacists. So let's click on that link. And this gives you a description of the occupation. And if you click on any of these tabs, you could find information about wages and trends, knowledge, skills, and abilities, KSA, that's a big term in human resources, tasks and activities, tools and technology, education, training, related occupations. So if you find that you're not interested in being a pharmacist, you might research being a nursing instructor or a teacher. These are web resources below. Eligible training providers in by state. We'll look in, of course, New York, since that's where we are. And if I click go, we're going to click, actually, we're going to accept the risk and continue. So this goes to eligible training provider lists. There are none right now. This is the New York State Department of Labor website, but we're going to close that. Recommended occupation practice resources, recommended skill improvement, and then you can also view available jobs. I believe this takes you to Indeed.com. We're going to do that a little later. But these are the occupations that are in demand based on the skills that we would have created. So this was under in-demand occupations. Remember, there's a list of green economy occupations and military to civilian occupations, and then occupation groups. So let's go back again. And I just wanted to show you how to search for jobs and an internship. I'm going to click on this tutorial for finding your next job. You can find an internship also, this link right here. But we're going to start the next job tutorial. And it's basically clicking a bunch of links, or you can go to unit 1, 2, or 3. This is the beginning of it. This is your next job, and you can start the tutorial. And we're going to click on learning about the job market. And we're going to click lesson 1. And then there's a section on the digital transformation. And there's actually a lot of interactive tools, jobs, practices for you to work on. For instance, this one is saying, make a list of businesses and startup companies you know that are examples of digital transformation. And you can clear your response, or you can compare your response to others. And there's a Q&A over here. What has the internet made much easier for job seekers in the 21st century? And then section 2, or down here, where in digital transformation, creating your personal brand. There's a section on researching your industry, jobs, and potential employers. Skills building, the power of networking, summary, and navigating today's job market. Then chapter 2, or section 2, is the gig economy, and then special interests is lesson 3. So I just wanted to show you that. This is how you would go forward in the next section. Creating your personal brand is the one section. This is the second page of creating your personal brand. Then I showed you researching your industry, jobs, and potential employers. Previous and next up here on the top left are how you go forward and back in this presentation. So that is searching for jobs and internships. I just wanted to show you preparing for an interview. I clicked on that link and it's taking me back slowly, but it is, I hope. Excellent. This is the prepare for an interview link. I clicked on that. And there are a whole bunch of options here. I'm just going to go through one of them. There's an interview follow-up sample letter section, interview thank you sample letters, interview with confidence section, job offer and resignation letters, networking and informational sample letters. Let's look for the section interview with confidence. I'm going to click on start tutorial. And this is a course introduction. You have the option to start the tutorial, or you can click on any unit on the left menu. So I wanted to click on Great Interviews. And this is an introduction to great interviews. And I'm going to go to the next page of learning about what makes a great interview. You read that, and then you click on the next option, the 5 stages of an interview, which is basically introductions, small talk, exchanging information, summarizing, and closing. And this is a description of the 5 stages. Stage 1, the introduction. Stage 2, small talk. And stage 3, exchanging information, and so on. If you didn't want to use the next or previous buttons, you can click on the next subject heading on the left, which would be general guidelines for job interviews. And this is great advice. This is absolutely great advice. You can click here to print these pieces of advice. Click this and click the link up here at the top right, and it'll print to your local network printer. So I'm going to I'm going to scroll to the top of the screen. I'm going back because I wanted to show you one other thing, which is really wonderful. Need to go back a bit. Give me 1 second. So I showed you preparing for an interview, so just a cursory look of it, about it. There are career ebooks in Job and Career Accelerator. There are, I believe, 12 or 13 books, but the titles of a bunch of them are 100 Conversations for Career Success, Social Networking for Business Success, Becoming a Teacher, Becoming a Caseworker, Becoming a Culinary Arts Professional, Becoming a Nurse, Career Changers Manual, then Social Networking for Career Success, second edition, Best Career for Teachers, and Becoming a Healthcare Professional. The one job I did want, or one book I wanted to look at is the Career Changers Manual. If I click on that, the title, actually it'll ask me to open it with Adobe Acrobat, and I'm going to do that. I just wanted to show you a bit about the book. First, at the top over here, right above the word Learning Express, it has 1/182. This is actually a 182-page book that you could read, print, or just read online. Career Changers Manual, your complete resource for career-changing success. The content in this book has been reviewed and updated in 2017 by the Learning Express team. And I'm going to show you some of the chapters in the book. You're not seeing this, okay, but it is available. It is a 10-chapter book. The first chapter is evaluating your current career. The second chapter is, are you ready for a career change? The third chapter is identifying a career niche. The fourth chapter is issues to consider before embracing a new career. And it goes on and on up to chapter 10, which is landing your dream job. So if you download it in Adobe, you will be able to either read it or you could print it. And if you have a tablet or a phone, you could read it there on the go, which is a wonderful, wonderful way to learn about how to interview and change careers. Don't forget that there are other titles. I'm sure more will be coming out. I don't have a schedule when, but they will be. Let us go back home to the Job and Career Accelerator. I'm going back to the original, basically the index. And the one thing that I think is super, super wonderful here is the building your resume and job letter section up here, because you could create a resume and you can print it and update it for each of the particular jobs that you're looking at. You can tailor it to each job. You can change the wording to see which resumes that you send out get better responses. And it's really wonderful. I'm going back into the saved resumes. I started one a couple of days ago. It was just a fun one. This tracks how far you're doing your career, how your resume is progressing. I'm just going to show this again to you, the John Smith resume. Wonderful tool. Wonderful, wonderful tool. So you can browse sample resumes. I just wanted to show you that. You can actually see that your sample resume matches to either a chemical engineer, a civil engineer, survey technician, project engineer, and then you can look at those. And you can view it, I believe, yeah. And this is what it looks like, a sample resume for a civil engineering graduate, for example. The format of it with the experience up here, and then the date, the name of the organization, the date, and what he learned, another job, and so on. It's really, really wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. We have a whole bunch of these that I've done. I post them to the Farmingdale Public Library YouTube channel. I'm going to do that momentarily once I finish. Just do a search on YouTube for Farmingdale Public Library, and you'll see probably about 20 or so other webinars that I've done, that I've uploaded. We're also starting to upload some of this to the library Instagram page. Just do a search on Instagram for Farmingdale Public Library. You'll see the other webinars that I've generated. And I do plan on doing more of these, probably about one or so a week going forward. I usually video and tape these on a Tuesday or a Friday night. I know that tonight is only Thursday, but I had to plan for a schedule change for tomorrow night. I'm doing a webinar, a sports talk webinar at 7 o'clock. So if you're interested in that, please go to the library website and click Event Keeper and click on the webinar link from Zoom. So if you have any questions about this resource, Job and Career Accelerator, please send me an email at fdaleref@nasalibrary.org, or when the library opens, you can call me at 516-249-9090, extension 203. Thanks for attending. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck job searching, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.